here. Got something going on here for
This is for Craig.
this is for Craig,
Magic.
our buddy Magic. This is Shabuti, according to Craig.
You got to sing it. I need more to drink.
Oh yeah, we're wide open West.
I need to get a little tipsy.
Get a little tipsy in the studio, Craig.
We were trying to get Craig in for karaoke, but he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't want to go for it. All right, that's enough of that with Shabuti or Shabuzi or whatever his name is. Hey, Danielle Montana, and Mike is here. Hi, Fred and Nick. Glad to see you too. And Don Allen, you can see the dummy back there. He's hanging. You can't see his head, but you can see his body. He's behind me hanging.
By paper clips.
Yeah.
Let's specify by paper clips.
Yeah. Well, they're clothespins, actually.
Yeah, clothespins.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He's safe until he falls. And Joe Adams, good evening, gentlemen. Why you got to cuss at us right off the bat, Joe? Checking in from Shellhammers. Shellhammers opens tonight. Mike Feltenberger's the flagger there, I believe.
Nick noticed my pace car.
Joe, give us some updates if you can.
It goes with my Flemington.
It goes with his Flemington shirt. Now, check out the pace car. Yes. If you ever went to Flemington, you had to see this pace car. Charger, right, Fred?
Yeah. No, Challenger.
Challenger.
71 Challenger.
1971 Challenger. Now, the coolest thing about that car, not that it's not cool by itself, was they would do the national anthem, and that car would go around the track with 2 American flags on the back. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And it would go around the track, and just as the national anthem would end, it would exactly at the same time it ended, it would pull off into the pits. Perfect timing.
Yep, every time.
I would have loved to have been the guy on the radio with the driver. It was Paul Cool driving it?
Usually.
Yeah. So somebody said,
Taz drove it a couple times.
Yeah, speed it up, Taz. You're going too slow. We're not going to get the right time in there.
Anybody tells Taz he went too slow?
Yeah. Nobody probably, but for the national anthem, you had to time it just right. I know a lot of tracks. It's cool to see them do it. They get 2 different drivers. There's a Canadian driver and an American driver. They get them to do that. Mr. Rosenberg, TD Ballpark, Somerset, New Jersey, Yankees farm team. Raymond, nice to have you watching from there. Do they got a Kyle Schwarber over there?
I don't know. I'm still kind of upset that they stole our Trenton Thunder.
Oh, Fred's upset.
And that's where they went when they went up there.
Well, you know.
Oh, well.
But, yeah, that's a pretty neat car. They make them in 64 scale, too. I didn't think they made them in 124 scale, but, yeah.
That's eBay.
Yeah, well.
You can find them.
Yeah, but I'll
tell you what, I've been looking at all kinds of Flemington memorabilia. It's hard to get a hold of that stuff.
Yeah, and they're my sister-in-law's brother sent me some signs that he gave my brother.
Oh yeah.
And he said, here they are. They're sitting right here. I'm not going to tell you where they're at because somebody will steal them. But they are original East Windsor Speedway signs that he got from the guys that were dismembering East Windsor, and he may have got a couple Flemington ones too. So
we got to get some of them to hang up.
Yes,
finish up our time capsules.
Finish up our time capsule stuff. So, but yeah, Nick Marco, that is a nice Flemington pace car, and we changed our set around a little bit. We don't have the helmets tonight. Just so everybody, Michael Erico is in Hawaii, and good to have Mike here with us.
I was going to say, you got nothing better to do. You're in Hawaii.
Yeah, he's in Hawaii.
You really have nothing better to do.
His deal was he wanted to go there to Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, that's great.
And that was I don't like saying bucket list, but Mike said I got to do this. You know, he's a veteran. He's in all that stuff, and he finally got a chance to go there with his wife, and also freaking cool. Now he's sitting on the beach today. Screw you, Mike. You're going to rub it in now? All right, now
it's lunchtime.
Speaking of Flemington, now if you frequent the internet, these guys, you know, I don't know if they fall down and hit their head or what they're doing, but they said New Egypt's going to open in July. Nobody more than me would love for that to happen, but I don't think so. So what we're going to do here?
What would they open up and do?
Yeah, what would they open up and do? It's kind of late, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Marty Burt, what's up, Marty? Tell Ernst we said hi. Let's go to this widget here. I asked Fred if we could do a poll tonight, and this is the poll we're going to do tonight. Will New Egypt Speedway open next year? And you guys can make comments on it. It's yes or no. And you can, and we'll see how the votes go. It's right up there in the left-hand corner of the screen. You can vote, and you can tell us if you think they are going to open next year or they're not. Now, our driver of the week is also a guy that's going to come on here later on, and that would be Ryan Godown. You see the 26 there? He won the driver of the week. It was close between him and Bryce Bayshore. I don't know what happened the week before. Wow. 100%. I don't know what happened the week before, but man, they broke the meter with over 700 votes. Ryan had over 100 votes. Bryce was real close with him. Greg McGill.
Oh, he's going to be at the Pig tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. There you have it.
We're going to be at the Pig tomorrow night with Earl.
With Earl
and Pam, and
probably not me, but
maybe you.
Now they're saying yes 100%. Can we see who said that? Let's see if we can see who said that. No, we can't see who said that.
Only one person said it, so it was pretty good odds.
Yeah, pretty good odds, but maybe we have to look in the comments. Oh, he can make it to the Pig. Are you bringing your daughter to celebrate her birthday, Greg? And we got to say happy birthday to Greg's daughter. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Yep. Now, Mike Erica. No chance. Oh, my goodness.
And click on number 2 there, Mike.
Click on number 2 there, Mike.
Then we can have 50%.
Then we can have 50%. Click on number 2 where it says, will NES open next year? Who's this? I heard, wait a minute. Let me see what this guy's got to say. I heard their mayor wants to make New Egypt Speedway a historic site so it stays a racetrack. Yes, I heard that too. I heard that they would rather have traffic one night a week rather than have traffic every day during the week if it was developed. So I think that's what they're fighting for, not to get it developed. And then the Hart Clay Observer put their post up that it's going to open in July. Nobody more than me wants it to open. Trust me. I would love to see it open. And of course, we're on here now. Earl is at the Garden State Vintage Stock Car Club meeting because that's what he does. And Greg said he's not bringing a daughter because she's doing her own thing. Yeah, there was all kind of racing this weekend. Now, me and Fred said right after the races are over, you get the results and all that stuff. So we don't do a whole lot of results here. Of course, Ryan Godown won at Bridgeport. Mr. Ummenbauer won at Grandview. Big Diamond was won by Mr. Yankowski. And we are not going to. We decided Low Down Entertainment does the same thing. Try not to give any results when you can get them on your own anywhere on the internet. So,
Raymond said that Harry D was on the purple pace car.
Harry D was in the purple pace car. Okay, but I know this. It was perfect timing because that thing pulled right in as soon as the song was done. And my favorite thing with Harry was
I forgot about Harry.
Yeah, my favorite thing with Harry was pick up the phone, Harry. Harry. How many times do you hear that? 50, 60 times a night. Harry, pick up the phone. It's right next to him, but Harry. And close all gates around the speedway, please. Close all gates. But so many memories there. So many memories at East Windsor, Nazareth, Reading, and we got a lot of people that when we do the time capsule, we have the second half of East Windsor that we got to do. Close all gates, Mike. See, I already said that. And we're going to finish East Windsor. Then we're going to move on probably to Flemington, you think?
Yeah.
Then we're going to move on to Flemington. So,
I think it's, East Windsor, Flemington, and then we're going to do Wall.
Then we're going to do Wall. Yeah. And, of course, we're probably going to be at Wall on opening day.
Definitely.
There may be a big announcement coming in a couple weeks about Wall for us. So, stay tuned to that. I have to talk to Pete Miletto, who's been on our show. Wall Stadium is if you don't go there on opening night, unless you got something else to do. I mean, if you're racing at Bridgeport or something like that, but if you're an asphalt racer or an asphalt fan, and you don't go to Wall Stadium on opening night, I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah, you're missing out.
You're missing out because they've done so many upgrades. They've done so many things. It's going to be a show place. And hi, Aaron Burke. How are you? And thanks to Aaron and Marty and Donna and Dog, I have this chrome flying pig. I don't think the flying pig has a chrome flying
I didn't see
pig.
one there.
So make sure when you leave, Fred, you take that with you and you say, look, see?
They're going to want to keep it.
No, they're not keeping it. Nobody gets that. That's mine. You gave it to me. Nobody gets that. And, well, if I come to the Flying Pig tomorrow, we can all autograph that because I want Aaron to autograph. I want Marty. Everybody that gave it to us, I want everybody to put their autograph on it. Grandview had some great racing. Bryce Bayshore in the Belmont number 14 won. Umbenbauer also won, Mr. Umbenbauer. But yeah, Bear Slosh, let's see. Looking forward to Wall and Mahoney. Yes, definitely. And Dina is here. Dina, your new grill looks good. Me and Fred were just checking it out right before we came on the show. Abigail, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my interview. You done it. When was that? January? This kid has interviewed everybody under the sun, and I kind of pushed myself on that when we were at Motorsports. Kayla and Zerma, glad to see the Flying Pig. Flying Pig's always part of the show, Marty, along with Garage Beer, but Fred's drinking moonshine now.
It's not mine, but next week.
He may not be here next week, but if he's here next week, we will be sporting Fletcher's Fuel here.
Cherry moonshine.
Yeah. Yes. Fred's homemade moonshine. Marty, you want me to bring you something to the landfill? I don't think they'll let you drive around with the moonshine.
That's all they need.
We may drive better drinking the moonshine, Marty. Umbenbauer. Thank you, Michael. All the way from Hawaii, this guy's telling me how to pronounce things, and he does that at work too. But thank you, Michael. Umbenbauer. I've been up for an hour. So, Abigail Sabo, yeah, we're not going to talk about that coming soon. What? Okay, Gab, we won't talk about that. Abigail Sabo, of course, her father, her grandfather, photographer. She's photographer's Grandview. Lowdown Entertainment had their first meet and greet. I think it was Rick Lawbuck and his son. We've had Matthew on here. We haven't had Rick yet, but we'll get him. So we'll see. Donna Kunkel, let's see what she has to say. She says, I have some moonshine for you to try. Oh, right. You do you?
Again, when we're working on my car.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's all. I noticed Marco.
I got the car out of the hole yesterday.
I saw it. Yeah? When I went by, I saw it. It's actually out of the hole.
I put my drive-in lift into the into the fake garage. So
see, there you go.
Yeah, I got the car out. So I'm out that far. I might as well bring it in and put the transmission and stuff back in.
Yep, there you have it.
I just need some time.
So with race season underway, Bridgeport, Grandview, Big Diamond, Wall Stadium has practice this week, right?
Practice, yep.
Practice. If you ain't doing nothing, I think it's Saturday and Sunday. You can go to Wall, check out the Stars and Cars of Wall Speedway there, Wall Stadium. It's going to be a banner year there. I heard the racing was really good at Bridgeport. We'll talk to Ryan Go down in a little bit. As soon as he gets on here, Ryan runs a landscaping business, and I talked to his girlfriend Liz, and she said she's going to hook him up just like Jeff Strunk's girlfriend hooked him up, because these guys, they know everything else, but when it comes to the telephone or the laptop, they get a little bit behind on it.
I hear that.
So yeah, if something happens to me, Fred's going to have to get a tech in here. But it's easy. And like I tell everybody, you don't need all that high dollar stuff to go out and do the interviews that we do. I do every one of them on my phone. There's different stuff that you can use to do it. I got to thank Barbara and Tim Tanner Sr. When I lost my microphone, a week later, I had one in the mail, thanks to them. What one do you use? I'm like, no, because I knew it was on their mind. And a week later, I had a brand new one. So when I get out there this year, we'll be using the new one. And hopefully we're going to be doing some stuff at Wall. We're going to go to Bridgeport. Me and Fred were talking about doing like 2 tracks a month, going to different tracks. We're going to try and get Lance DeWeese on here. I think he's rejuvenated with the ride that he has. He's already got a win. Pretty cool. Lance is like one of them laid back guys and a hell of a race car driver. Baps was some great stuff too. Matt, you want to give a rundown on what happened at Baps? We could do that, and we'll put it right up on the screen. Pouch won Baps, didn't he? In the 14 car.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, Billy won in the 14 car. Yeah, that's a really, really good ride for Billy. And when he goes to Granville, he usually drives the Breitenstein number 14. I'm friends with their daughter, Alicia Breitenstein, who was married to Kenny Brightpill's son, Keith. And yeah, they spend a lot of time at New Egypt, and that's how I got to know her. Jeff Tice is in the house. Jeff, what do you think about Wall Stadium? New regime, everything. Wow. It's just going to be a total different deal. NASCAR is back with them now, so they got the NASCAR banner going and all that good stuff. So, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to step away for a minute, and we are going to take a pause for the cause and pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Bob Drayton Incorporated has been locally owned and operated since 1955. Their goal is to provide excellent customer service and quality rentals to every client. They have a large selection of rentals and solutions for every project or every event you have. You can count on their experienced team for fast and courteous service each time you call them. And they have a 24-hour emergency service, locally owned and operated since 1955. That's over 70 years, gang. Licensed and insured, free estimates available, 24-hour service, military and senior discounts, quality products, and an excellent customer service. Check them out, gang. They're located at 151 Big Hill Road, Southampton, New Jersey. Their phone number is 609-859-3629. And they race, that's right, New Egypt Speedway, Bridgeport Speedway. Bob and his son race the 4-cylinder class, and they sponsor the class at New Egypt Speedway. So when it hits the fan, he's your man, and whatever you eat, he's got your seat. They have a 1-800 number, and it's 1-800-521-2014. So whatever you need, give Mr. Bob a call, and he'll help you out. They are an official sponsor of a Wide Open Wednesday right here on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Mr. Bob, he's on the job, and you should be too. Let's talk about transmissions for a minute. You want to get to victory lane, you can't be in low gear, you got to be in high gear. I'm talking about high gear transmissions located in South Jersey. That's right. We specialize in repair, refresh, and troubleshooting your Northeast Dirt modified transmissions. That's right, high gear. They specialize in Burt Generation 1 and 2 transmissions, and they also service Winters transmissions. It's home of the modified number 13P, driven by Anthony Tramontana Jr. They have reasonable pricing, quick turnaround. You can pick your transmission up at New Egypt Speedway or Bridgeport Speedway, and you can find them on Facebook at High Gear Transmissions. Now, these transmissions are serviced by a great tech, Anthony Tramontana Sr. You can give him a call at 609-385-3084. That's right, High Gear Transmissions. You know, the ending season, and you're worried about that transmission, you're worried about it getting serviced, why not call High Gear and get it done? They'll take care of your transmission. You won't have to worry about it. When you put it back in the car, you'll put it in gear, you'll go to victory lane, you'll be in high gear, and you'll be a winner with high gear.
And don't forget, they now do sprint cars, guys. So you guys with the sprint cars, you need your transmission done, get with high gear. They'll take care of you. They do all the other stuff, and now they are doing sprint cars. So if you need your sprint car transmission done, they'll take care of that too. Now we got to do about.
You got wheels to see better days. Don't replace them, revive them. That's right. Vibrant powder coating and wheel repair. Bent rims, scuffs, no problem. Vibrant makes them smooth and strong and stunning again. From the street to the strip, they'll make your ride shine like new custom colors, flawless finishes, and durable coatings that turn heads and handle heat. Give them a call today at 1-267-566-6842. They're located at 569 Unionville Avenue, Pendle, PA 19047. That's Vibrant Finish. For all you need in powder coating and wheel repair, they make your ride look sweet. So give them a call.
Danielle, you don't have to thank us. We thank you for your sponsorship. You've been on board right at the beginning, and we appreciate everything that you guys do. got to get Anthony some wins and get him on the show. And he's just
show without wins.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he can come on the show
Come on.
anytime he wants. You know what I mean? But I know he's busy with all the stuff he's got going on.
I got to send my wheels over to Vibrant Finish one of these days.
Yes.
I also want to thank Jesse Herthor and them. They do I bought some stencils
okay.
For the American Racer.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to do them myself, and it was like no way.
Oh no, Herthor will take care of you.
No, he's sending me the stencils. I should have them tomorrow.
Does he know who you are?
He does now.
Does he know you're Wide Open Wednesday, Fred?
No, I don't.
Does he know if the stencils ain't right, we're going to make them really look bad?
They'll be backwards. We'll hold them this way.
Nah, he's one of the best at what he does. Them guys do a wonderful job. He 4-star. I mean, they let her a lot of race cars at Grandview and Big Diamond and other places. All right, Marty, what's Marty got on his mind here?
Yeah, a lot on his mind.
Yep. Right. Thank you, Marty. We appreciate that, and we thank all our fans, all the people involved here. Go down must be in the shower or something, or Liz is beating him up. So, but yeah, want to talk about Fred's supposed to go to James Brown's deal, and that was supposed to be next week.
Yeah, I was supposed to go Wednesday and Thursday. I was actually going to try to hop down there Tuesday, but it's not the primary wave's fault. I'm trying to coordinate with the guy that's supposed to actually do the detailing and the work down there, and he will not return my call. So next call is the primary wave to find out what the hell's going on. So, because I don't want to go down there and twiddle my thumbs. Not that I would, but I do go down for a purpose, you know. So
see there, Tracy Appleby, another one of our sponsors.
Yes,
we appreciate her too. Chris Bennett is also one of our sponsors.
So yeah, I may be here, I may not.
He may not be here, but we got to send some well wishes out to Chris. Chris is we all know we love our animals. Okay, Fred went through what he went through, got a new dog, kind of changed his whole attitude. Chris has had a dog for many years, and the dog, he got some bad news that the dog has cancer and they can't fix it. So you know how we feel about our animals, whether they be 2-legged or 4-legged. But yeah, Chris, we're thinking about you, buddy. Anything we could do for you. Lisa Grubby Taylor, let's see. Won't let me comment. YouTube will not let you comment. No. I wonder why. They're getting the car ready for another doubleheader. Magic. Wow, look at him, Fred. Hold on. We got to bring him on here.
Doctor.
The doctor is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, we call him Magic. He's the reason why we have what we have. We even got the light on in here, Craig. You see that? He gave us that light, man. Let there be light.
We turn the AC on.
We turn the AC on. You know, we're sweating like hookers in church here, so we had to put the AC on. What's going on, Greg? Where you at? What are you doing?
I'm in my daughter's studio right now.
Okay.
Everything is it's a little crazy right now. Fred understands what's going on. My mom is in the hospital, so I've been.
We'll send her some well wishes and some prayers.
Thank you so much. And you know, it's been rough, but you know, Fred invited me on today, so we're gonna. I guess we're gonna.
You missed the karaoke. So.
Yeah, you missed the karaoke. We had Shabuzi on here.
Run it back.
Oh, we can do that. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 minute. Where is he? There you go. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Hold on.
All right.
Hopefully you don't get.
We always get this ad, but hold on, my friend. It's a quick ad. You missed this, so now you get it.
Let's go.
Can you hear it?
No.
I can't hear it.
Why can't he hear it?
I don't know. Don't take the time away from your fans. I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. You go ahead and
you're not here.
That's because you're not here. But everybody's getting tipsy in the studio. That's what he was singing. So
okay. Wow.
But,
I saw this stash when I was in the studio a couple weeks ago. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
We got our own bar here. We got anything you need. Manhattan.
I think I might have to show the audience the video that I shot of your stash. If I can
Yes, you're going to have to do that. Absolutely. So
I just threw a couple of dead soldiers away today.
Yes. So
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
Greg, if there's
find it
anything
out
we could do, it's never easy.
Still working on for next week to head down there so we can shoot
Yeah.
some James Brown stuff.
Shoot some James Brown stuff and get all that out of the way, and then hopefully do some time capsule with Earl. Of
And,
course, Earl's missing tonight, so
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
but he'll be at the Flying Pig, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll be at the Flying Pig tomorrow.
Yeah, I can make it now, as I
Nice.
alluded to earlier. So
So cool.
I can
And,
make
also,
it.
also Craig and I were in the studio. If you saw my video on my Facebook earlier for America's Mechanic.
Yep,
Yeah.
I just put it on my page. Make sure you check out America's Mechanic.
Yeah, it was just a little quick one, nothing too in depth, but just so you could touch on some summer maintenance and what the
And you didn't look tired, by the way.
I feel like I look tired.
He looked like he looked like he
thought I was high.
he was tired. I thought he was high, but
I don't do that shit.
no, not in public.
No, I don't do that. I do this, but
Yeah.
I wasn't high.
Okay, all right.
You-
What
you-
you high
maybe
from
you
that,
was-
Fred?
That's a different high.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, not marijuana or drugs high. He's just
Oh,
getting high
none
off
of that
the
wacky
moonshine.
weed shit.
There you have it. None of them
Well,
left.
let's definitely land that time capsule show though. Let's do that ASAP.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, we can do that. We can do that.
Yeah.
Just remember, when you move to Tennessee, I want to come down there because I'm a big country music fan, and Tennessee's where you need to be if you're a country music fan. So,
Man, you got to do it. You got to do it. Open
Yeah.
arms for you, Nitro Nick.
all right, brother.
But we'll have to. We'll bug Earl tomorrow because he's the one that we got to roundle in for now.
Right.
So 'cause,
Yep.
yeah, he's going to be all over the place with Wall. at least
Oh,
next
Now,
week or so.
somebody loves the purple car, Fred.
Thank you.
Purple. See the Flemington Pace car. That's pretty rare.
But yeah, we'll talk to him tomorrow. We'll nail the time down. I don't know what he's doing Sunday. Oh, I got something on Sunday. Man, there's always something.
It's always something.
all right.
But we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get it done. We always do. And Kenny Bruce,
I can.
he was at Grandview last week, 50 modifieds, and Bridgeport and Baps, of course, were very good racing. So racing season has started. It's this is what it's about. This is why we do what we do here to talk
Craig,
about the local racing.
You around on the 25th?
I think so. I think
That's
so.
opening night of Wall, and we'll be there. So we're
Okay.
planning-
And it's been great weather too. Not like last year.
man.
Mhm.
Great weather this year.
Yep.
Yep, we got to have that. So we don't want it. Yeah, we don't want it like last year. We didn't get started till June.
Now, if you comment one, that means New Egypt will open next year. If you hit number 2 in the chat room, that will say no, that they won't open next year. There is a poll up on the left-hand side of the screen that says, will NES open next year? If you hit number 1 in the chat room, it's yes. Number 2 means no. So if you want to vote, we'll tell you the tallies at the end of the deal here, gang.
And Mark Yapel, I am on tomorrow at 9:30 on WBCB,
That's right.
and I expect you at the Flying Pig as well.
9:30 to 10, Need for Speed. They'll talk a little bit of America's Mechanic, a lot of Need for Speed. Go over some of the stuff we're going over tonight. I believe Mr. Go Down, I hope he's not in that tree trying to get in here.
Still working.
He's still working. He's probably cutting down trees. All right, Nick voted 1. So far, everybody's hoping that they're optimistic that New Egypt is going to open, which I like.
So I'm optimistic too.
So am I.
So
Doug
get
McGill.
get my mug off of this thing.
All right. We
Oh,
love you.
Fred,
And
let
if
me know
you
what
need
time
anything,
to pick
if you need
tomorrow.
anything,
I'll see you tomorrow.
Greg, if you
Hey!
need anything, please
Big.
let us know. All right, buddy.
You got widescreen now, but
We love you and we're thinking about you, okay? See that? I can do all kinds of things. He
Yeah,
got me
nobody
this.
wants to
this
see
race
me
car
or talk
for a
to me.
computer. There you go. See, I can make us. Oh,
There it
oh
is.
look at that.
Yeah.
See
sorry,
that?
sorry. See you later, Craig.
See you, Craig.
Wow.
All right. Love you, buddy. See you. Yep. Peace.
Red line.
Good pieces. All right, gang. We're gonna go right into this. We'll bring Ryan Go Down on here. And we'll talk to Ryan first.
That's what you got.
Let's go. Let's go here. Hold on 1 second, Ryan. I got to do this for you, buddy. Talk, Fred.
What's up, Ryan? Still working?
Let's see. All right, we got to bring this, and then we got to do this.
Can't talk that much.
No.
There we go.
All right, let's bring him on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan winner of the opening night at Bridgeport. And I had a chance to talk to you during the week, and he's got a order with him, Savannah. Hey, Savannah, how are you?
Good.
What are you eating? Ice cream?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. What kind of ice cream are you eating?
Twist.
Ah. Did it have Jimmy's on it?
No.
All right.
It's that.
Jimmy's on there. They're not sprinkles, they're Jimmy's. Rod, what's going on, man? Working hard or what?
Not much. Yeah, we got done working today. I brought Savannah out fishing a little bit, and then at the pond, and then we took her to get some ice cream here.
Rye, this winter
Yeah.
was good for you, wasn't it? Was this winter good for Ryan Go Down?
It was exhausting. I'm not sure if it was great yet. You still got to pay for all the damages and
Yeah.
get all that stuff, and the trucks took a wear and tear. So I can tell you it was exhausting. It was a lot of hours.
Right.
And then what problem that happened, we got into that and not be able to work on the cars this winter like we wanted to, but obviously work comes first. So
Yeah, well, what New Egypt doing what they're doing, it's a shame because I know a lot of guys were, contemplating going back to New Egypt, especially you, and now you transition back to Bridgeport, and from Saturday night, it didn't look like anything's really changed. I mean, you went out there and done what you had to do. And talking to you earlier in the week, you said the track was pretty good, right?
no, the track, Doug, he put the banking back in the transition, and it got blown off slick, and had the bottom and the top was there, and the racing felt like back the way it was, so.
Now, explain to people that are watching, because they're probably sitting there going, what the hell? Transition? What? Banking? What? By him putting the banking back in, what does that do for a driver?
So the last couple of years, he took the banking out, and then that, I guess I wasn't there much, but from what I hear, it made the racing more in the middle. And then now it made put it up top, so now it made more the transition. You can run the top more and the bottom together. So
I heard people are like, before you came back, they're watching video of you to see what's the fast way around Bridgeport. Now, I see you're directing your people. Are you? Oh, that's the boss. Never mind.
right,
But
sit right there.
I see that now is Bridgeport going to be your Saturday night deal, or are you still going to travel?
Yes. No, Saturday's going to be our Bridgeport's going to be our home. Doug's working hard and worked hard to get that track as best he can to get us what we need to be able to put on a great show. And obviously Saturday, I thought it proved that, between me, Neil, and Stoyer, I thought we put up one heck of a show on, in that 30-lap feature.
I heard it. I heard it was real good. I heard everything was good, and it's Doug works his ass off, and the fans need a place to go. When they don't want to come across the bridge and leave Grandview and Big Diamond and stuff like that there, they need a place to go. They don't have New Egypt no more. You might as well pack the house at Bridgeport. And you get yourself dialed in there. There's some good competition at Bridgeport, right?
Oh, no, exactly. And the racing's, when they say fierce, right, it is fierce. You don't understand, it's a lot faster racetrack than, say, a New Egypt was. So you got to be up on the wheel, and you got to precisely move your slide jobs and your top to the bottoms. It's not like just throw her in there and let her eat. It's you kind of got to calculate and know if you're going to be able to clear them, know if you not going to clear them, you got to lift so you keep that lane open. And that's where I think some of the guys are struggling a bit, and that's why you see some of the bigger wrecks there, just because they haven't figured it out yet. Not that Bridgeport's a very unique track that way, and guys got to kind of learn how to do that stuff because me foremost, I've been in some of them wrecks, so I kind of know what you can get away with and what you can't get away with there.
It's it's not for the faint of heart anymore. The big track, you could change the radio and put on your sunglasses. Now you got to stay up on the wheel. You really got to have at it. A couple times me and Fred were there. Them guys are really hacking at it, and you're wore the hell out after you race around there for 30 laps.
Yeah, no, it definitely gets your blood flowing good. But like me, you know me for a long time. That's the kind of the stuff I like. I like getting up on the wheel and putting a show on for the fans. I mean, that's what it's about. I mean, it's about an hour, 20 minutes from our house, and you look around the surrounding racetracks. There's not much, that we could do, and we're not set up with our work schedule, and me trying to spend time with my daughter to be able to travel around upstate New York and do all that stuff. It's just not in the cards. I want to support the racing that's around us to keep it alive, because as you see, it's not getting better. It seems like it's getting worse. We don't want that to happen. We got to support it best we can to keep it growing.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy with the fuel prices. You can't travel as much as you would like. I mean, $4 for a gallon of gas. How much is it for fuel for the race car now? That's got to be crazy too, right?
Yeah, like our big block cars. So it's about $700 for a drum of fuel right now, and that's probably me on a little bit of a deal. That's probably not for the regular Joe Schmo getting the 5 gallons.
Right, right. I mean, yeah.
It's, and even the tires went up. Like everything's kind of gone up, and it's kind of a little bit concerning there, because not the average Joe. He works during the week, and then you get in one wreck. Well, now he can't buy a tire. He can't afford to get the gas, or then put the diesel pump to get there. So it's I understand totally everybody's. It's hard. It's really hard. It's it's not the cheapest sport out there anymore, and that's why maybe us racing a little less helps guys out than over the last few years. It seems like we had so much racing and so many. By August we were burned out. So maybe with a little less racing, I think each track will survive a little better and get more fans in there instead of overpopulating the schedule.
Now, you told me this before. When you went out and raced dirt and ran the circuit, that taught you a lot. That helped you actually when you done that, right, Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely. It taught you a lot of patience, and it taught you a lot of different things to keep the car under you. Even though if you were a 10th place car, if you drove it, not consistent, you were a 20th place car. So, it just taught you to be smoother and, hit your marks and, not really, sometimes the tracks down here make us drive pretty crazy. And when you go upstate, you got to drive really smooth and off the right front more than you would down here.
Now, you've raced Grandview, you've raced Big Diamond. There's some big money races coming up at the end of the year. What are your plans for the whole year, Ryan? You're going to do some traveling? You're going to do some short track Super Series stuff? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're going to do the short track Super Series South. We're doing, the Georgetown shows. We're going to try to hit some of the US 13 shows, probably not all of them. And then, I want to do more of the dirt shows that when we're off, that fits our schedule. Maybe we usually do probably 5 or 6 a year. Maybe we could, reach about 8 to 10 a year, see if we can get to that mark and, without, overpopulating the schedule where we're getting worn out too. So
now we talk about what Wall Stadium's doing. They're making a transition. They're making a show place down there. Mm-hmm. What is the big deal with Georgetown? Them guys doing that kind of stuff. You guys love going to Georgetown, and that's a ride and a half going there. But you and Billy and a few of the other guys, what makes you guys go to Georgetown, Ryan?
So, I mean, we start going to Georgetown because we want to go somewhere else to race our big blocks or outlaw small blocks. It gets more power down there. But Kenny has really, really put a lot of effort into that track, and a lot of. If you haven't been to Georgetown, well, it only had one race, but if you can get to Georgetown now, you're going to see all the improvements. I mean, the stuff he's doing is crazy. It's really enjoyable to see when you go through the gate and you see things like that. And, how can you not support that? And they're doing the best they can with the rules and keeping everybody fair. So, that's, as long as I feel like they're supporting the racers and keeping it fair, we'll try to keep supporting them as long as we can.
Yeah, I think the track owners and all the tracks around here and down Delaware are doing a hell of a job dressing everything up and making everything presentable and making the whole experience for that night of racing. An experience.
Yeah, Georgetown is a show place now. I mean, they've done so many upgrades and the things that they're doing for the fans and all that. The last time I was there, Ryan, I think I was in my early 20s, so I haven't been there in a long time. I know Pete gets to go every once in a while, but it's like going to the beach, man. I mean, you go there and you're like, wow, this is like crazy. And 13 is up their game too, but if you go down there and you race on a Friday, you're not too far away from the beach anyhow. And
Nope.
I know Liz likes the beach.
Yeah, yep. That's normal. But listen, we go down there. Usually have to work or race on Saturday, so it's either way we got to make the trek back home.
Well, Rye, we really appreciate you taking the
Yes,
time
thank
out of your busy day. I know how busy you are because every time I call you, you're like, I'll call you back, and then you don't call me back, so I call you back. But
Well, I was fishing today. You don't want to
yeah,
interrupt.
yeah,
this
yeah, you
fishing.
can't. You got to go fishing with the daughter. So, but we appreciate your time. Keep doing what you're doing, and me and Fred will get down to Bridgeport. We'll come see you, and
Nope,
you'll be able to understand me when I talk to you. All right.
nope, absolutely. I appreciate it. And I just, like I said, I want to thank all my crew. We've had a little
Yep.
tough start to the season, and we've really worked our butt off in the shop to get it back last week. I mean, we wanted to go to Diamond Friday, and it just wasn't in our cards. I mean, we stayed in the shop till 2 a.m. all week to rebuild that car that we flipped to Grandview. And I just want to mention that without all my crew guys and our sponsors, I wouldn't have been able to get back to Bridgeport like that. So
Well, I see a lot of Mr. Izzy's trucks over near the landfill where they're building this Amazon thing, big
Right.
warehouse. And every time I see it, I'm like, one of these trucks got to have a 26 on it somewhere. But he's got such nice equipment. And
yes,
yeah, he's got the best shit out there, man. So
yeah,
tell
he works
Dave.
really hard. He works really
Oh,
hard
yeah.
at all his stuff. I mean, it's
Yep.
just like the race
Yep.
cars. We get all them body panels painted before we get them lettered, and then he gets them
Yep.
cleared, and there's a
Yep.
lot to go in. And then I dent it up the first night. It's like really
Yeah, way to
depressing.
go, Ryan.
Yeah.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you.
Give Liz a hug for me. Tell her I said thank you very much.
You got it. Thanks for having me on.
All right, thanks, Ryan. We appreciate it, buddy.
All right.
All right,
See ya.
we'll do this. We'll take care of this with Rye. And we're gonna take a minute, pay some more bills, and then I said special guest. We have a very special guest coming on next.
And now-
We don't want to do that.
Race teams, listen up. If you want your media dialed in this season, you need to call Amanda's Content Creations at 856-418-4709. Amanda handles everything. Weekly updates, sponsorship proposals, race day posts, highlight videos, schedules, everything you need to put your race team right where it needs to be. Whatever you need to keep your team looking sharp, connected with your fans and everybody else. Amanda has you covered. She works with the drivers all over and delivers top quality content every time. So if your race team needs media done right, get in touch with Amanda's Content Creations. That's right, Amanda Tinnis. The number's 856-418-4709. Up next, we have Fletcher's Garage. That's right, the main sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday. And they are located at 480 Hood Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Their phone number is 215-295-4931. And their motto is, if they can't fix it, it's broke. It's home of America's mechanic, Fred Fletcher, and he also does Need for Speed on WBCB on Thursday mornings. So keep an eye out for Mr. Fletcher, America's mechanic. Also, we have reliable consulting, sales, training, and marketing brought to you by Chris Bennett. His phone number is 215-206-9053. We thank all our sponsors for participating on Wide Open Wednesday. Who is all the rage? Sage Chiropractic. That's right, Sage is all the rage in chiropractic care. Dr. Carey and Dr. Mike will take care of you and all your back needs, and they specialize in other things too. Give them a call, 215-497-0700. They have all the equipment, all the stuff you need to get yourself in shape. They're the people that give Fred his adjustment so he can drive his race car on Saturdays at New Egypt Speedway. They are our official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, so go see them. If you have any problems with your back or any other problems you think you're having that are related to your back, you got to go see Sage because they're all the rage in chiropractic care. So see Sage Chiropractic. Their phone number is 215-497-0700. Go see Dr. Carey and go see Dr. Mike.
All right. Now, I teased this earlier today, but he wasn't sure what he was doing. And then he just sent me a text and he said, hey, if you want me, you got me. And this guy you got to grab because he's so busy doing so many different things that you got to get him when you can get him. One of Fred's favorites, one of my favorites. We're going to bring Alex Yankowski in here. And He's looking at his phone. He's probably wheeling and dealing, getting
I
ready for
wish.
the weekend. Well, Alex, we
I wish I
appreciate
was
you
willing
coming
to
on
deal.
here and being with us. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. I was running around and my reminder was going off on my phone to text you, so I was like, oh boy,
Oh,
I'm a
Nick
little
was
late.
nagging you. Yeah, he was nagging you, wasn't he? Yeah, I know the feeling.
I always nag him.
Probably.
When he comes to New Egypt, he runs the other way when he sees me. He's like, oh, I got to get away from
There's a
this damn
reminder,
guy.
Nick.
So,
Nick.
yep. So, but yeah, you go to Big Diamond, you win the big money race there, and I thought it was pretty cool when you were driving, the stuff for Stewart when he wasn't doing well. And I'll tell you what, I don't know who his doctors are or who his physical therapists are, but they've done a wonderful job. It's so good to see him back on the racetrack, and I know you're really tight with him. How is he doing, Alex?
Good. I think, his journey from when it happened in Quebec to, then, once they like stabilized them and figured out what was wrong, it was like, all right, we got to get him to the US now. And because Canada's like health system was just so backed up and they couldn't do what they needed to do. So they got him to the US. He had some people that really reached out and made it possible. There's people, I'm not going to sit here and say who did like what because
Right.
there was just such a long list, and Doc
Right.
Moraska was a big part of helping him. Here's who I know that's probably the best guy here at Albany Med, and he went to Albany Med, and then it was just like surgeries and what's next, and it was pretty cool day when he got out of the hospital. He actually, the text I think he sent a picture of was him and Jay-Z, and I want to say Parker was with him, maybe not. They were, just going down the road, and he said just broke out. So it was cool, and hopefully I'm back to chasing his tail here.
Yeah, he's a good guy to have as a mentor. And you're not too shabby yourself. You've done a lot of good things. You have a
Right.
sponsor from Delaware too, right?
Yep.
Ain't
Yeah,
one of your
Melma's Top Auto Parts. Yep. And they just, they're getting bigger and bigger. And now he has a couple of repair shops going with TJ's Repair, and he just got a new one going. I forget the name of his. He just opened it. I want to say it was TJ's Beach Bays or something like that. He just got that going, and Tim's pretty eager to keep growing, and Tim and Debbie Melman and Jared and Murph, the whole crew down there are really good people, and we really enjoy going to the races with them, and we like winning, but we always have fun with those guys. And I talk to Tim like every day, like Tim Melman and Corey Wilcox and Rich Stankwitz, like all the time. We're always communicating, and half the time not talking about racing too.
Now, we were talking to Ryan about what lures him to Georgetown. Of course, you have a sponsor in Delaware. What makes that place unique for you, Alex, when you go there?
Well, I'm like probably more of a, I guess not maybe as much now, but I'm like pretty hardcore race fan. So like the history of the place I thought was always like super cool. And then when Dale brought it back, and now with Kenny Adams in there doing what he's doing, with Chad helping him out, I think it's Kenny's the guy that he wants to do big things and he wants to do them right. And he's gonna do whatever the heck he needs to do to make it happen. So Kenny's huge for the sport, what he does with Ross, and now really racetracks are kind of a dying thing, and he's in there up to bat pretty hard, and he's killing it. He's got Stu's dad in there, Trucker James. James is doing the track, and they've been making improvements there. There was times over the years, like blatantly, that I dreaded going to Georgetown, and now it's like one of the places that I look forward to going to. Especially with Tim Millman now too. So. I think Kenny's just he's a guy that's going to get it right.
Now, what are your plans for this year? What is going to be your main deal on a weekend night? What's going to be your main deal?
Yeah, so weekly, we're the only weekly track we're going to be at is Fonda Speedway with Corey Wilcox at Wilcox Construction. Me and Corey talked about it. We've done Utica and Fonda the last 2 years, and stay at Stu and Jess's house over the weekend from Friday into Saturday, and it just all worked out. And that's kind of how I ended up going to Fonda. And then I feel like last year there was like late August. I feel like our maintenance program started to hurt because we were just racing so much. It'd be me, Bates, Bruce, and then Tyler Pete be in the shop a little bit. Ryan Shane was doing tires at the time. Now he's off to college doing, bigger and better things.
Right.
So we got to like be a little bit smarter about what races we're doing and why we're doing them. And at the same time, Utica just went small blocks, spec small blocks only. And,
Hmm.
just lined up for like, all right, let's just do Fonda with Corey. And we're going to do the dirt series again for sure. We're going to do the whole South series with Tim Millman. And then we're going to fill in all the shows we can with Rich Stankiewicz down there, like PA stuff.
That's cool.
So it's a really good group. I mean, you want to talk about three like super cool personalities to work with. I got a really good band, and they all get along really good too. So Corey Wilcox in New York and Rich Stankiewicz in Reading and Millman in Delaware, and then I'm in just outside Scranton, PA. It just all works.
Now, we all know that you're tight with Stu. Okay, further down the road, I can see you driving a truck for him. Is that maybe, is that a possibility?
There's no plans of it right now. You obviously never know what'll happen. The asphalt NASCAR deal is very sponsorship driven. And Chris Larson has built such a good team there that, they could do some really cool things with the 62. They got Christopher Bell in there, and there's, guys in line that want to drive the 62. And, it's just a lot of money to be spent. And I think for somebody to field two full-time trucks with,
Right.
one main backer is kind of tough.
Right.
Tough for it to make sense,
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I think you never know. I don't have any plans of it. I really haven't talked about it much.
Did
Obviously
you ever
it's
race
something
on
I'd like to do.
asphalt, Alex? Have you ever raced on asphalt?
Not oval stuff. I mean, I ran road
Okay.
course karts for
Okay.
a while in the wintertime and ran with like Connor Zilich,
Right.
and stuff like that. And that was kind of like Brent Cruz. That was really cool and unique. And we got to run a lot and learn a lot with that. But I haven't really done any oval stuff, and I have an interest in it for sure.
Right.
It just never kind of like came about, if that makes any sense, or it wasn't the right deal.
Yep.
So you never know. I like racing and I like doing different
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Like when we did the Chili Bowl, like that was just me wanting to do something different,
Yeah.
And then I went and ran a 600. I won a Carber's cars at Millbridge, and we won that feature. And I was like, oh man, it's pretty cool to do something unique, and then be
Yeah.
successful
Yep.
at it. And so I like mixing it up.
Yeah, you're a racer's racer, and you can tell that your passion is there. And of course, Stu saw that, and he figured, okay, now I got a chance to put a young gun in my car. And you've always been really good at New Egypt, but you just don't get the luck that you should get at New Egypt. Of course, nobody has any luck at New Egypt now because it's gone for now. And I hope next year we get a chance to go back to that. But you want to mention some sponsors and some people that really help you out? Give them a shot in the arm.
Yeah, most definitely. This weekend we got Corey Wilcox at Wilcox Construction at Fonda. And then, I think another couple of weeks we'll be back with Tim and Debbie Millman with Millman Op Auto Parts Car. And then Rich Stankiewicz with Stankiewicz Roofing. I'm not sure when our next race is. That deal kind of always depends on weather and what else is going on. We got Ferris Commercial Motors back on board, FX Caprera. FX Caprera has been big for dirt modified racing and racing in the Northeast as a whole.
Yep.
We got Greg Kovaleski and Tom Moore at Training Tales, and NEP Steve and Paul Latier. I think most people remember Paul Latier.
Oh yeah,
especially his dad racing. He's the bagel rack. He does a good deal down there, Southern PA. Like Lebanon area and Anvil. So no, it's pretty cool. Like, and you talk about like Paul Latier and those guys. Now Corey has been around with me 3 years, and now Tim's probably on year 3. I saw a picture of like one of my cars from 2020, and I'm like, man, I have like all those same guys are still with me,
Yeah.
So it's just good relationships, and to keep adding some more on is super important.
It's hard to have a bunch
it
of
is.
guys stay with you for many years because they're, when you used to have 20 guys in the garage that loved to do it, just come over every night. Now you don't have that anymore. And when you get that, you got to keep them because, that's what makes you a winner. You
Yeah.
know,
No, for
so
sure.
we appreciate you coming on. Even at the last minute, it's open door policy for you guys. You know that you can come on here anytime you want. If you got something coming up, you want to mention a sponsor to get it out there, you're more than welcome to come on here, Alex, anytime
No, I
you want.
appreciate it. No, I appreciate it.
All right, man. We appreciate you coming on, and we'll talk to you later. Good luck this
Sounds good.
weekend.
Thanks, man. See
All
you
right,
later.
brother. Thanks,
See ya.
Alex. Yep. Appreciate it. One of the rising stars in our
One of my
sport,
favorite drivers.
and one of Fred's favorite drivers. And trust me, that guy, you're going to hear his name a lot. We already do.
Mhm.
And then we have another guy, another youngster that we have that
You hear his name a lot.
you hear his name a lot at Maple Grove. And we'll see. It doesn't look like he has any aliens tonight. Billy, you're
Yeah.
sitting outside. What are you having, a barbecue? Billy Kleinsman from Maple Grove, ladies and gentlemen. My man, Billy. Let's put this up here for my boy, Billy.
It's too early for birds.
What's
Yeah.
going on, Billy?
Hi guys, how are you this evening? I figured take advantage of the nice weather that's going on right now and decided to change locations. I know you are not looking at a green screen. I'm actually out on my front porch right now, soaking up a little sun, enjoying a beautiful evening. I just don't have an adult beverage with me, but I'll be breaking one out later on tonight.
I'm ahead of you.
All right, Billy. Guess what? I got to talk to Kenny Sr. Yesterday and today. Oh, he sounds real good, man. He sounds like he's getting better every day. He said he's still having a little problem walking, but he's doing really, really well. And if you talk to him on the phone, you'd never know he was sick. So
Yep.
The captain is going to make a comeback. Trust me. So what do we got in this week in history?
This week, there was actually quite a big couple moments in NHRA that I actually wrote down on my list right now. On this day back in 1990s, rising top fuel star Daryl Gwynn unfortunately suffered career-ending injuries in an accident in an exhibition in England. As you know, Nick, a few months later in September, Captain Chaos played a major part in the famous Dale Gwynn benefit softball game with the NHRA
Yep.
versus
I
Mass
see that video once in a while, Bill.
Yep. Also on this, back in this day, week in 2007, Robert Height driving for John Force scored an emotional win, their first race back after the tragic death of their teammate Eric Medlin in a testing accident in Gainesville. Also in this week, back in 2006, a very interesting stat. As you know, March was Women's History Month, and you know how women in racing always create history. 2006, Melanie Troxel became the first woman to make it to 6 straight NHRA Top Fuel Finals. That's the first time that either a man or woman did that, and that's a stat that still stands for 6 straight Top Fuel wins for the first 6 races. Also, back in 2005, Larry Dixon scored the win in Vegas, which was also the 100th national event win for Don Prudhomme, either as a driver or a team owner. As you know, the Snake just celebrated a big birthday last week, number 85. And then also a very big stat back in 2007, John Force at the Spring Las Vegas event. For most of you that don't follow NHRA, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, not only do they have the big circle track, the bull ring, and the dirt track, they also have a 4-lane drag strip. John Force failed to qualify for the first time since the end of the 87 season. That was exactly 396 or 94 races that he qualified consecutively. That's a streak that is still active in NHRA history today, which I think is a pretty impressive stat. And then as you know, I do a couple birthday shout outs, but the one that I wanted to do the most this week, as you know, everybody loved the late great Steve Burns, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. As we all know, we all wish he was still here, and glad that he's in a better place, and we all look forward to seeing him up in the racetrack in the sky.
Billy, there's a lot of comments coming in here. I would imagine that they're your friends or somebody that knows you. Let's see. And this guy's saying you're clearly in front of a green screen. His name is Jay Flyer. Do you know this guy?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to make this announcement. No, we didn't get hacked.
Sure.
I'm positive.
Okay.
I
I don't know where all these buttholes are coming.
don't know where all these buttholes are coming from either, but we can get rid of that. That's fine. But yeah, they're not coming up on the screen. Do you realize that if you make a comment like that, you're not going to get on the screen until I put it on the screen? So just keep making your stupid comments, and we'll block you and we'll delete you. But Bill, what are our birthdays for this week?
Well, this week we got a lot of stuff going on. I do apologize. Trains going by my house right now as I live next to the railroad track, so I'm going to talk as loud as I can. This week we got the spring training event. We have a Friday night test in June as like an early practice session for the spring training event that we have this weekend. As you know, sports are in full swing along with racing. As you know, we just had the Masters this past weekend. Baseball season just got started. NHL, they're getting ready to go into the postseason. As you know, go Flyers. As you know, not only do I'm a big Philly fan, so go Flyers. Hopefully we can make it far in the playoffs this season. But yeah, this weekend we have our first big money race of the season with the spring training. It's going to be racing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, we're going to have a little test and tune, open strictly for the racers that are going to be coming in for this weekend. We're also going to be doing a gambler's race on Friday night as well, along with a qualifying session for the 850 Index. 850 Index is a real popular feature at Maple Grove Raceway. And I look forward to seeing everybody this weekend at the spring training event. And also be sure to order your tickets at ihra.com for our Memorial Day weekend event. As you know, even though we're no longer with the NHRA, we're still going to have your fan favorite Top Fuel Funny cars, along with Fuel Alters, Pro Mods, and Top Fuel Harleys there Memorial Day weekend. And we're even going to probably have a few NHRA drivers crossing over to be with us on Memorial Day weekend. So
I heard that.
And also, even though we're not doing racing that Sunday Memorial Day weekend, we have a unique event that is going to be going on as part of the weekend of racing. We're going to have a bull riding and concert event that's going to be going on. As you know, we may be about racing at Maple Grove, but we also branch out and do other things. As you know, we are a family-driven event and a family-friendly event, so we try to do different stuff to bring new people in and bring awareness to the track. So more information for that will be available on maplegroveraceway.com, and we look forward to seeing everybody this weekend.
All right, Bill. I got one thing to ask you. What do you think of this Maddie Gordon girl that drives a Top Fuel car for Ron Capps?
Oh, I think she's a great ambassador for the sport. I've seen her grow up through the junior dragster ranks. As you know, you hear of quarter midget and go-kart racing, where the junior dragsters is basically a stepping stone for the young kids. That's our version of youth racing and drag racing, along with junior street. I love her energy. I've seen her grow from the alcohol cars to a Top Fuel car. I mean, she's just a natural. I mean, she can drive pretty much anything you put her in. I love her.
Work on it too, right? She welds, she does everything.
Absolutely. It reminds me of Shelly Anderson, who is a member of the Drag Racing Hall of Fame down in Florida. She won an alcohol dragster, Pro Mod, and Top Fuel. And she could also work on the car as well as drive the car as well. And yeah, Maddie Gordon, I absolutely have all the respect for her in the world, along with her sister. And she's a third generation driver, and that's what I love about racing. There were so many great generations in racing and so many great families in racing. I could probably write an entire book about the great families in racing, because you've heard of so many great racing families. Not just from the local level, but all the way to the pros and also the local level as well. I must say I'm a huge fan of Maddie Gordon, and I look forward to seeing her come up with a lot of great success this season. She did go out early this past weekend out at Pomona, but she's had 2 semifinal finishes in the first 2 races. And for somebody that is in their first 2 pro races, especially in a class that's competitive as Top Fuel, that's something that she should be proud of.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, Bill, we're proud of you. We're proud of what you do for us. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you next week. Get your suntan lotion ready.
Will do, guys. I actually have it nearby. I'll be putting it on momentarily. Thank you, guys.
All right, brother. Thanks, Billy. We'll talk to you later. All right, we got to do a couple more things here for media-wise, and then we'll come back, and we'll tell you what Fred's doing tomorrow. Hold on one second. We did that. We got a couple more that we have to do. Well, no, we don't want to do that. We got to do this.
Let's talk about one of our proud sponsors, and that's Five Peaks Media, brought to you by Craig McGill, 668 Woodburn Road, Langhorne, Pennsylvania, Suite 201, the same suite that Wide Open Wednesday is in, and their phone number 609-577-7996. Craig McGill, we call him Magic because he creates the magic behind the Wednesday. Whatever you need, whether it's for social media, your business, anything you need. He's been with CBS, the NFL. He's done it all. He's a master at his trade, and he can definitely get the job done if you need anything done in social media. Why is having a director important? Greg will tell you why, because he does his best work behind the lens. Do you want your message out there to the world? You got to go with Five Peaks Media. That's right. Get a hold of Craig McGill. Come on over and see us. This is why we do what we do, because we have magic.
And this next sponsor jumped on board with us just recently, and we appreciate everything he does. He races at Bridgeport Speedway. He has a crate car, contemplating going modified. I had a chance to talk to him today. This is our new sponsor, Protect Roofing, Rob T.
Hey, let's talk about roofing. Protect Roofing, protecting your assets 24/7, emergency service and maintenance. Their phone number 609-832-8300. Maintenance and repair, roof replacement, new construction, safety orienting, quality workmanship, single ply specialist, bonded and licensed and insured, full service sheet metal, and multi-time winner of the ESP Carlisle Award. And it's home of the number 30T driven by Rob T. So when you need your roof done, you got to get with Protect. So give them a call.
All right, we got one more thing we got to do here, and we appreciate all our sponsors. Thanks for Alex Jankowski for popping in here. Cool. He didn't have to do that, but he did. Ryan Go Down, Billy, of course, everybody that's involved here. Magic coming on here with us. Now, tomorrow at 9:30, and last week this was the big news, and it's still.
Need for Speed is back with Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic, on WBCB 1490 AM, 107.3 FM, 9:30 every Thursday morning. That's right, America's Mechanic is back on BCB, right where he needs to be, thanks to you, the fans and the sponsors, and WBCB. So tune in Thursday morning at 9:30. I'll be tuning in. I hope you will too.
Fred Fletcher tomorrow, 9:30, Need for Speed. He'll be there with Big Joe.
Yep, Big Joe LeCompte.
Big Joe LeCompte. And we're doing a little bit of America's Mechanic. Don't forget,
Earl will be on there tomorrow. You'll be on there, and NASCAR Nick Marco.
And don't forget to check out the newest America's Mechanic with Fred Fletcher, done by Magic himself. And you can watch that on my channel. I'm going to transfer it over to the Wide Open Wednesday page. Danny Kurtz, let's see what he had to say. Missed by one spot this week. He finished second. Danny Kurtz, who we had on here and got 300 and some votes, 397 to be exact. All right. Aaron Burke said she'll be listening. Everybody be listening. Tomorrow, 9:30, WBCB 107.3, 1490 AM, America's Mechanic.
I'm actually getting a vibe from WBCB that they may go back to the way it was before.
Are they going to bring our boy back?
Which one?
Foxwell.
I don't have to go that far, but I hope so.
Well, they got to bring Foxwell back. He's a legend, and everybody
playing the music, and then he has been my co-host for years.
Yeah, and everybody loves the country music at the landfill.
So we'll have a petition up for Foxwell.
But that'll be the next poll. Should we bring Jim Foxwell back? And we
can
appreciate
bring Jim Foxwell here if he drove over here.
That's right. Well, Jim, he's just one of them guys. All right, we can get rid of this poll now. It's a definite yes that New Egypt will open next year, and I hope you guys are right. I hope you guys are definitely right. So we'll get rid of that. We will be on the radio tomorrow, and we appreciate all our sponsors, all the people that came on tonight. It was a fun show. We miss you, Earl, but we know where you're at and what you're doing. So
we'll see you tomorrow night at the Flying Pig, and anybody wants to come to the Pig tomorrow
anybody
night,
wants
6
to come?
o'clock.
6 o'clock?
6 o'clock
at the Flying Pig tomorrow. Fred will be there. I'm going to try to be there.
Magic will be there.
Magic will be there.
Nick will be there.
Earl's wife, Pam, will be there. She's the referee. She keeps us all in order.
Yeah.
Hey, and tomorrow's trivia night too, right?
Oh, yeah.
We may be able to win some prizes. We're going to have to sign up for that. Now I got to go. Aaron Burke, yes, Foxwell. All right, guys, thanks. We appreciate everything you do. As Kyle Koreski would say, I'm out.